Hello, I'm Neil Farnworth and I'm a senior consultant with Copex. I'd like to talk to you today about one of the training courses I've been running. It's entitled Negotiating and Dispute Resolutions, and I've been running that all this week in Dubai. We're all involved in a greater or lesser extent in negotiating on a day-to-day basis, so the topic is very familiar to most people. But now when it comes down to business, how confident are we that we can always achieve the results we deserve to get from any given negotiation? I'd like to just take a few minutes of your time to talk about, firstly, the benefits of attending the Negotiating and Dispute Resolution course, the benefits to your company of you attending this training course, and thirdly, I'd just like to pick up on one of the hot topics we've been discussing this week. So the benefits directly to you from attending this course will be that you'll be better prepared for a negotiation that arises in your business context. You will have the ability to articulate your demands and clarity of purpose. And you'll also learn how to respond well to harsh tactics and ploys which you might experience during negotiations. Finally, you'll reach agreements which will be successfully implemented as a result of your thorough preparation. Believe me, in negotiation, you can agree something at the table, but unless there is a will of those people involved to go away and implement it, the negotiation will go to waste. Now, from the business point of view, they will greatly benefit from the success of negotiated outcomes on a regular basis. There will be fewer disputes, which will lead to an improvement in the reputation of the organisation, and staff morale is going to be improved through the skills and achievements from attending the course. Finally, there's always going to be a positive bottom line impact if we reduce the costs from escalated disputes and litigation. So let's come on to the third topic, the hot topic that we've been discussing this week. A lot of my delegates this week have been asking me about power and motivation. When entering into a negotiation, if you've attended a course, you'll have learned to conduct the research on the other parties involved. You'll have established your best alternative to a negotiated agreement. You will also have looked at areas in which you can possibly reach an agreement, sometimes known as the zone of possible agreement. In addition to that, you'll have established a bottom line and a walk-away position. But how much will you have learned about the other parties that are involved in this negotiation? During the Negotiating and Dispute Resolution course, we encourage you to research as much as possible, gain the facts and information. That's one thing. But what about human areas? What about the concern we may have about the power that the other negotiators can wield over us at the table? Some of that power comes from a position. And yes, this is unchallenged a lot of the time. If somebody has a senior position or is a commander in the negotiation, we don't necessarily question whether or not that power extends to giving them the formality to be able to and the authority to be able to make a decision. And as I said before, if a decision isn't reached and it isn't implemented with the intent, then the negotiation, in my eyes, has failed. So, when we look at charismatic power, that's one thing. That also comes to the table. It's a less formal power, it's one of the informal powers that people have. And during the course, you will learn tactics and techniques to be able to deal with people who have very strong charismatic power. You need to understand sometimes that it's very important to be able to maintain the balance in the process between people who have a very good way with words and people who have all the facts and possess all that power. So, just to summarise, this course will bring great benefits to yourself, to your company, and you'll learn some real hot topics and real current topics that are around in the negotiating arena. I really look forward to seeing you on the course, Negotiating and Dispute Resolutions, the next time I'm invited to run it for Copex. Thank you very much for listening. you.